Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? It is, Red Beard. It is a damn fine day to talk about a book. Damn fine day. And today we're here for a book review. We're going to talk about Sundial by Catriona Ward. This is my second Ward read, having done The Last House on Needless Street. Like that book, I have said that the twist left me feeling tricked or cheated. We'll talk about that at another time. I don't know that I have a review up for that one, but I like this book more. This book is a deep look at motherhood and the relationships between mothers and daughters, and sisterhood and the relationship between two sisters. And very heavy on female characters, which is cool. Um, it's got some culty living out in the desert cult aspects to it. Well, I dig a good cult book. And it's really a deep look at how many times did I say deep look? It's a deep look at, what it would, I mean, we all have the capacity in us to kill. I mean, whether it's stepping on a cockroach or murder. We all have the capacity in us to do that. And it's a look at what it would take to push you there, what it would take to turn you into a killer. And should you do that, is that something you would then be attracted to, I guess? Or, I mean, a lot of times it comes off, not this, but, just in general comes off as feeling as, uh, killers keep putting themselves in situations to kill, right? Like, I'm thinking of My Sister the Serial Killer. Recently read that one. I don't recall the author's first name. The last name is Braithwaite. But, accident turns into, well, I was in this situation, turns into, oh shit, serial killer. I don't know. Anyway, but the point I'm trying to make is, it's kind of a look at what it would take to make you, make me, make us, make them kill. And there's a lot in this book. I mean, this book is very, very full, I would say, as far as plot goes, and also a fan of the style, the tidbits, the little pieces. There's an opening paragraph about our main character finds her daughter's in the bathtub, and she finds a chickenpox spot on her. And I mean, there's a lot going on around that, but just the way it's written, I won't read that to you here, but a lot of comes out of that in a single paragraph. You know, because her child has chickenpox, and we know the neighbor kid has it, and my husband's cheating with the neighbor lady, and there's just, but the way, I mean, more so than all the plot that's fitting there, it's more so the way it was written. But there are a lot of little paragraphs in here where I just kind of sat in, I don't know if I'd call it awe, but sat in wonder at the paragraph. Like, here you go. Read you just a little bit here. Eventually, I say enough and turn the movie off. This is family life in my experience. Always trying to do things like the families in magazines or on TV, followed by the abrupt plummet of failure. I'm not really a TV person. The first time I saw an action movie, I nearly died of excitement. Or at least that's how it felt. These days, I don't understand why anyone bothers to watch soap operas or go to the movies. I don't even read or watch the news. Living is enough. It is so intense and painful. Living is enough. It is so intense and painful. One more little tidbit here. There is a birth scene. One of our, again, I said the story is about our main character is a mother, but there's a story about her and her sister, and her sister having a child. And it says, all right, the moment Jack's daughter opens her eyes, I am in love. And again, a child's being born. The moment Jack's daughter opens her eyes, I am in love. She waves little fists as if raging at the world. Good girl, I tell her. Good girl. There are so many reasons to be angry. Dug that part. This book is twist upon twist. You are given very little information in the beginning. We know that our main character, you know what? Pause. Right? Pause. Synopsis. Let's do the synopsis, and that'll kind of give me a little bit of information about what I can tell you, what I can't tell you. You can't escape what's in your blood. All Rob wanted was a normal life. She almost got it too, a husband, 2 kids, a nice house in the suburbs. But Rob fears for her oldest daughter, Callie, who collects tiny bones and whispers to imaginary friends. Rob sees a darkness in Callie, one that reminds her too much of the family she left behind. She decides to take Callie back to her childhood home, to Sundial, deep in the Mojave Desert, and there she will have to make a terrible choice. Callie is worried about her mother, Rob. Callie is worried about her mother. Rob has begun to look at her strangely and speaks of past secrets. Callie fears that only one of them will leave Sundial alive. The mother and daughter embark on a dark desert journey to the past in hopes of redeeming their future, sharp as a snakebite. Sundial is a thrilling new novel from the internationally best-selling author of The Last House on Needless Street. And our good buddy Stephen King says, a true nerve shredder that keeps its mind-blowing secrets to the very end. Yes, it does keep some secrets to the very end. I feel that secrets are spilled throughout. But yeah, that gave us a lot, man. I dig that. I dig that synopses give us so much information, because now I'm allowed to kind of say some things here. But yeah, our main character, Rob, female Rob, remember her sister's name is Jack. There's more to that too. I won't even go into it. But Rob is worried about her child, her oldest daughter. It said, right there in the synopsis, it said collects bones of animals. Well, the way we find those, the way we discover those is quite interesting. And again, Callie draws beautiful little pictures of animals. I mean, some of them, a mouse, a snake, a squirrel, draws the pictures. And Rob discovers that if you turn the frame over, that these pictures that the bones of those animals are there, pasted to the back, just like the drawing would be. So she thinks her daughter is a budding killer. Now, her past and her upbringing in a very, I don't want to call it a cult, because there was some science, some real science going on there, but definitely in a cult-like environment, based on her upbringing there and her history. There are reasons for her to be concerned that her daughter might in fact be a killer. You can't escape what's in your blood. It says it right here. So she takes Callie, Rob takes Callie back to Sundial, back to where she grew up, this sprawling desert ranch-like place, with a cool circular house. I won't go too much into that, but because honestly, the book doesn't spend a lot on it. It feels like, but this is a central room with all the other rooms are off of it in a circle. Again, we don't spend a lot of time there. I kind of wish spent more time, because location. Settings are like one of my favorite things. So I feel like definitely missed opportunity there. I mean, it felt almost like a castle. Almost big, huge house. But anyway, to this sprawling desert landscape with There's some scientific stuff going on there involving dogs, involving training of dogs. Yeah, it's super interesting, and the twists are one after the other, especially when you get to the last 100 pages. You think you start to get a handle on where it's going, and you do not know where it's going. The And the other thing is the prose, right? The prose, there are a lot of beautiful little tidbits in there. Like I said about the baby girl being born, and there's plenty to be angry about. Good girl, good girl. There are a lot of pieces like that throughout that I really enjoyed. And honestly, I haven't been reading this way as far as marking with post-it notes, and this one forced me to do that, forced me to get back into it. Again, page 1, with the chickenpox stuff, it forced me to find some post-it notes and start reading that way again. So I really enjoyed it. Definitely my favorite Ward. I've only read 2. I've got another one on the shelf over there called Little Eve I'll be getting into soon. This one I don't think I said what I rated it yet. I'm definitely 4 to 4.5. I mean, I'm not 5. I'm not anywhere below 4. Goodreads, that means it's a 4. But I mean, I really, really enjoyed this book. So this has been Well Read Beard. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, this book is so full of plot that I feel like there's so many other things I could tell you about it, but I don't want to give anything away, but I mean, it's just really full of plot. There's a lot. There's a lot to do with. Again, we briefly touched on a cheating husband, his love interest that lives next door. There's a lot going on here. The relationship between Rob and her husband is degrading. Would be a mild way to put it. It's. I feel like we're already in the rubble, right? Like it's already broke, and we're in the rubble of it, trying to pull out what we can from the kids. Not really. The marriage does not feel salvageable in any way, shape, or form. There's just a lot there too. So really dug the book. Sundial, Catriona Ward, Well Read Beard. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying all your books. All of them, as much as I am. If not, you're reading the wrong damn books.